Okay. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Awesome.
Yes.
So
Morning.
great. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. Little
Yeah.
bit of yoga today. Thank you.
Mhm.
So,
Morning.
um, blankie, two blankets, um, blocks, anything you have, even a little pillow, and just take a moment to cross. And before you even settle, just kind of feel each sit bone. And I notice if you're rounded, notice if you need another blanket. I really want you to be um, in a way that you sit and you feel like you're seated, that you're tall and light. So I want to feel that do feel the ground, that I do feel like even bring your fingertips behind you and kind of open the chest a little bit, right? And feel like this foundation, the pelvic bowl, the sitting bones, your grounded bones on the ground. And then from there, just kind of feel like you're lift your belly, relax your shoulders, and then drop onto the ground. So take a moment to really feel how you sit. And it really helps to kind of press the front of your sit bones, not your whole thing, but front of your sit bones onto something, onto a block, onto a pillow, a cushion, to feel that you can take just a few moments to notice your breath, notice how your hips feel, how your shoulders feel, how your front body, your back body. I also want you to feel that your arms are not, when you bring your arms forward, you sort of tend to bring the shoulders in front. So maybe bring your arms a little bit back, and that will allow you to kind of align a little bit better. And maybe your elbows kind of drop more to your side. So take these little adjustments that feel okay to close your eyes and find this moment, this transitioning into noticing hello body, hello mind, hello yoga, just taking notice how you're breathing. So slow it down, breathe in, breathe out. Let the body, the front chest open, feel like it's really taking, like your chest is taking more space to breathe. And imagine it, really feel that the heart is opening, is widening, it's expanding to breathe more, to get energy, even um, as you just kind of imagine it, visualize it. Re- Refine or really relax your face, your eyes, your eyebrows, your jaw, your neck is long, relax the face, and continue to grow tall and to feel the pelvic bowl on the floor. So just take a moment to see if you get a little more relaxed into the seat, to not keep adjusting and feel that you are tall, that you're breathing to your front body, relaxing your back, shoulders down, face off. So we start our yoga by taking maybe a couple of minutes in these moments of quiet, of tuning in. All right, then open your eyes and just lean back a little bit, bring your fingertips back and cross the shins. Notice which one is in front and recross. All right, and then really cross in the center of the shins and flex your feet. And then the same thing, maybe your hands behind you, grow, feel that you're really pressing, almost like lean back a little bit and then come forward. So you are really kind of settling your pelvic bone as a foundation, and that from that foundation grow that upper body, that sternum, that torso up, head up, crown of your head up. Relax your arms, your shoulders. and take a few breaths here. Not rushing through things, really taking time to be mindful, to be purposeful with just the intention to do just one thing, to sit, to breathe, and to put away whatever was, rushing for you to get here, put it away a little bit, put away whatever you have in the future. It will come after. But for now, just be on your seat, on your pillow, on your space, and just take a final breath here. So we're going to go a little bit side to side. So when you're ready, just open your eyes. All right, so usually I mirror you. I'm just going to do my right. You can do your left. You can do your right, whatever feels right. I'm going to go to my right. I'm going to press my hand on my right side of my hip. And then I'm going to push with my hand. I'm going to bend a little bit my elbow. So if this is far to reach the floor, and also you want to place a block, and maybe that feels good to straighten, to bend, see how that feels, and lift the other arm up. Nice and easy. So ground the sitting bones, feel your ribs open, your armpit open, maybe go a little bit more. Keep your head not going forward, head or gaze up a little bit. And then nice and easy, we're gonna come back down. Take a moment here. All right, we're gonna go forward. So hands forward, maybe just a little bit. Maybe this is where you stay. I want you to really feel this shape, how you go forward. Maybe you stay up. Okay, you can stay up and just feel that lengthening of your arms and that torso nice and straight. Maybe you go a little bit, maybe 3, 4, 5 seconds. Maybe this is where you stay. As soon as you start feeling that little sensation on your lower back, take a breath, soften into it, and then gently, gently come back on your fingertips, and then come back, come back, come back. Bring your hands behind you. Again, recross. All right, recross, maybe balance for a moment. Switch the legs, the crossing, flex your bottom of your feet, really cross your legs. Take a moment. Again, nice and tall, right? I don't want you to start being rounded. You want to be nice and tall. Then find your left hand to the side. If that's too far, you're kind of lifting your hip to touch the floor. Then I want you to maybe get that block. Feel that sensation. Maybe the arm stays straight. Maybe you bend it a little bit. When you are ready, the other arm reaches up. And you can stay just kind of diagonal. As soon as you feel that this feels good, then you can start kind of exploring. Make sure your head is kind of back as if you had a wall behind your head. Maybe your arm keeps bent, maybe you straighten. Feel the whole side body without collapsing into the side. So you want both sitting bones, and you want to extend the fingers or keep the elbow bent. Beautiful. Coming up gently, lower, and then find just your fingertips in front of that front shin. Take a breath, keep lengthening as you just go a little bit forward. And maybe this is where you stay. The key really is to breathe, right? Breathe the stretch, breathe your back, feel what you feel. Maybe you kind of bring the hands, maybe you stay up on your fingertips, maybe you bend your elbows, maybe you feel a little bit more at ease on this side. Sometimes people like to kind of sway, if you like swaying, or maybe just stay and breathe. We're going to gently inhale, come on, back, up, 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 lean, and arms or fingertips behind you. We're going to take these little feet wide, but not touching, just like open. So maybe, I don't know, what is that? Like a little foot maybe? Take a moment here, walk up so your shoulders are above your hips. Maybe go to your ankles. Take a moment, be here. Flex your feet. Spread your toes. Breathe fully. And then maybe bring your feet now, your heels together. Maybe you bring your hips closer, or maybe you bring your feet to your groin, or whatever feels good. Go a little bit like that, or wherever you are, and then try a little bit going forward with this shape. Again, you can even stay up, or you can even bring your hands behind. Just relax your legs, your inner thighs, and open to the breath. Open to the breath in the shape that you feel like you want to take today. So press your heels together, maybe even spread your toes. Sometimes you can use your hands to spread the toes. So you can almost see the bottom of your feet, the inner part of your foot, your sole. If not, that's fine. And then inhale. And then relax your legs. Take them out a little bit, open them a little bit. Very good. So we're going to go on the back, do a little bit of just waking up those hips. And then we'll go and do some knee cat-cows, on knees, cat-cows, knees and hands, cat-cows. But just for a moment, just take your time to go on your back. If you want to put a blanket off behind your head, great. And just for a moment, bend your legs, knees comfortable, not too close, so they're not vertical. About 45 degrees, feet flat. Take a moment here, relax your shoulders. Feel your back, your shoulders. Feel that little bit of natural curve on your back. And just be like that. Okay, so left foot is my left foot close to your screen. You can do your left leg, just lift it a little bit. All right, start waking up those ankles, warming up those little joints. Bring the knee a little closer. Point flex. Nice and easy, okay? Set the foot down. Same thing, other side, right knee. Start rotation of those ankles. If you like a little sway, spread the toes. Hug the knee a little bit, point flex. See how your hips feel. Squeeze your belly. And nice and easy, set the foot down. Feet down, open them a little wide as a mat if you like. Arms out if you like. Let the knees kind of drop side and to side. You can turn your head to the other side if you like. Very easy, very mindful, easy breath. Knees go side. And keep your face soft, keep your shoulders relaxed. Just kind of waking up those hips and knees and feet. All right, and then nice and easy. You can bring your feet a little closer so they're hips distance. Bring your arms overhead, and then bring your arms up and all the way to the hips. Easy movement, just your arms are stretching up over the head. Maybe they stay here, maybe you need to open them, bring them down. And then just see what it does, right? When you lift your arms, maybe you try to reach the top of your hands to the floor. Maybe your fingers touch, maybe they don't. Please don't force anything. And then back. So keep your hands where they are, widen the feet again, and do the same movement. See what that increases, like you're stretching the space within your hips and your shoulders. Again, if anything that I say doesn't feel good, this doesn't feel good at all, just come back to the previous option. Very good. If you can, keep your hands over the head, right to the top of your mat. Bring your feet towards each other. Press them on the floor. Really press them. Engage the heels, the toes, the inner arches. So really freeze the whole surface of the foot. Keep your hands reaching behind you. Keep your head down, keep your shoulders really down, lift your hips just a little off the ground. And then lower, so nice and easy, kind of like a test bridge. So up and lower. And then last one, lips, hips are up a little bit, maybe a little higher, just warming up the body. And as you lower your hips, start bringing your hands back. And then we'll do like a little flow. Okay, so arms stay, lift your hips. And as your hips lower, reach your arms overhead. So we'll kind of combine the arms lower, the hips rise, lower the hips, arm go overhead. Nice and easy. Waking up the arms, the shoulders, the hips, the legs, the glutes, the face remain relaxed. One more. And then we'll just release down, bring your arms back, hug both knees in, and rock a little on your lower back. So just a couple of moments, just that was like a little bridge, a little hip movement, rock on your hips, rock to your lower back, massage, belly on thighs, keep breathing. And then a nice and easy twist. So I'm going to start with my left leg long, left leg long, 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 and then take a twist. Okay, so I'm going to go forward towards the screen. So one leg is long, one knee is bent. It could be just a little bit. Opposite hand guides it. Remember, you can put a blanket or block or pillow. You can also stay here. Open the other shoulder out. Keep your shoulders relaxed and twist. Just a breath or two here. Feel the stretch, shoulder, hip, ribs, belly, thigh. Nice and easy. Return to your back. Hug both knees in, rock and roll. Rock your back. Other side, left leg hugs, right leg long. Whenever you're ready, use the other hand and twist yourself, one-legged twist. Release your upper arm or the other arm out if it feels good, out, or cactus, or to the corner of your mat. Keep your shoulders down. Feel the stretch, the hip, the ribs, the shoulder, the fingertips. Feel that diagonal across all the way maybe to the knee. And slowly return onto your back, both knees hug in, open, happy baby. So you can have your knees a little open like a frog, like a squat. You can also lift your heels higher. You can have your shin kind of vertical or perpendicular. You can hug behind the legs. You can hug the calf muscle, the pinky side, the heel, the inner toe, the big toe, the pinky toe, just something, just to really feel your whole lower back, your back body on the ground, almost flattens to the ground. You can rock and roll, or you can just stay and let the legs, the inner thighs, these adductor muscles, all the muscles behind the legs, the hamstrings, flex those toes, really flex them so the toes are pointing kind of down to the face. And then slowly bring your hands outside your knees and slowly bring your knees together. One more time, hug, knees to chest, really squeeze them. Rock if you like to rock. All right, and then we're gonna go on the belly. So take your time, roll to one side and kind of find yourself to Sphinx or belly on the floor, stomach on the floor, hips on the floor. It's really nice sometimes if you want to put a blanket under your belly or your stomach, feels really good. Or if you have two mats or carpet, then you don't need it, but this is a nice option to kind of put a blanket. Can be any kind of blanket, and then go onto your elbows on the belly. Okay, so this is your Sphinx. Your legs can be a little wide, but if you your back is okay. Have the legs kind of reaching the toes to the back and have your elbows pressing. Okay. And then just take a moment, kind of bring one shoulder to the opposite wrist and back to center. And then left shoulder towards the opposite hand or wrist. And do this a couple times. Feel like you really, when you bring the shoulder, you feel the stretch on your whole lower back of your side. So go nice and easy. You can even kind of go and look to your side. All right, do a couple of these on your own. See how that feels. Good, 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 good. Awesome. And then bring yourself to center. And then just allow yourself to drop your forehead on the ground, maybe the chin on the ground, maybe the forehead on the ground. And then release your arms to your side, to your legs. And then you're just going to go like bringing one arm down the leg. So you might end up turning your head a little bit and then center and then bring yourself. You probably have to lift the head actually. So you're going to go side to side, reaching one arm reaches to the knee, the other hand lifts up. So it's going side to side, but you're on your belly. Your toes keep reaching back. Your head is slightly lifted. You're waking your core and your lower back is really strengthening here. So you're going side to side. Do as much as you can. So one arm goes lower and the other one on your other side kind of lifts up. So allow this movement to happen easy and comfortable. Get a little bit of warmth in your lower back. And then reach your arms just a little bit forward, stack your hands, rest your forehead, and just relax your hips, your legs, your toes. Just take a breath in, take a breath out. Recover from here. These are just movements to move energy on your lower back. Also working on the belly to move your back. You need your core, so it works both front and back. And then I'm going to do one more thing here, and then we're going to go to child's pose. So take another breath here. You can relax your legs wider if you like that. You know, you can move your hips a little bit. All right, and then open the arms just a little wider than the mat, and just bring the fingers in. So not fingers out or forward, just kind of towards the sides of your mat. And then the arms are really wide, elbows are wide, and lift your shoulders. Feels really good on your upper back. Lift your shoulders up, lift your chest and head. Press your hands, breathe here. So nice, different variation for Cobra here. Beautiful, awesome. Get a little higher, breathe, look up, and slowly start coming down. Come all the way down, belly down, forehead down or chin down. Relax your arms, and then press enough, tuck your toes, and come on up to child's pose. Okay, so you can maybe use a blanket for your knees. You can slide it closer. You can open the knees. You can have a block for your forehead. You can have your arms, your elbows. You don't even have to bring your head down, but just take a moment in this wide knee, toes together, child's pose variation. And kind of scan a little bit, intake check with your breath. How is it that you feel in the child's pose? Awesome. So also, I always say, you know, if you want to sway a little bit, if you want to stay, you can change always the arms shape or the arms placement, wherever you can put 2 feet, rest your forehead, your third eye. If your third eye is on the floor, you can kind of go a little side to side. They say you can massage the energy of that Anya chakra, the third eye in between your eyebrows. Okay, so we're gonna go up again. Well, not again, but we're gonna come up. Bring your knees so they're more parallel towards each other, so they're not wide. Bring them in a little bit, not too together, not too wide, but just about hips distance. And then start your cat-cow movement, okay? Very mindful, very gentle, tailbone and head. Take a cow shape, and then chin in and round and scoop your belly. Okay, so do your cat-cow with your breath, linking the movement, having the movement, even if we've done it a million, 100 million ever times, just do these today, really nice, gently. Feel how your breath is with you. Feel how it moves your spine. Scoop the belly, squeeze it in when you come into the cat shape. Good. All right, we're gonna come to neutral. Slide your hands slowly closer to your knees. You can keep your toes flat or tucked and just press your shins, press your knees, press your toes and come on up on your shins. You're coming on your shins, all right? So we're gonna do a little bit of core. All right, so you're gonna, let's say you bring your arms up a little bit. So arms are up, just might shift my screen just a little higher. And as you go with your arms forward, you're gonna try to also sit back. Okay, so before you do it, maybe watch, okay? So set the hips back, engage your core, sit back, and bring your arms to the floor. Okay, and then inhale, press. Very good, awesome. Or so, come to center, nice, okay? And then think of your hips going back to your heels and your torso or your arms reaching the front. So if you don't reach the floor, don't reach the floor. And then inhale, come on up. And one more time up and to the side. Send the hips back and up. And one more time, very slowly. Again, you don't have to bring the hands to touch. Just feel the hips going back and the strength of your core and your arms reaching the top. Inhale up. Now stay here, all right? And then swing the arms, one forward, one back. So twist, and then up, and then retwist, one arm forward. And if it doesn't feel like it's straight, doesn't matter, just have the hips forward, arms spread out. And one more time like that. Good, and up, and switch it up. Come back to center, bring your hands interlacing behind your head, elbows out. All right, so from here, go a little side to side. Easy, keep your head up, keep the hands holding the head. Now, very carefully, okay, stay up very carefully. Try to put one weight on the knee that is staying. I'm gonna try to lift the foot or the leg out to the side and have your toes facing the front, okay? And then go side to side. Okay, away from the leg that is long and towards the extended leg. All right, and then go away from that. Look up, look up, look up, look up. And then maybe release the hand to the floor or maybe to a block. Okay, so go away, stay looking up, find your hand, find the block, find the fingertips, and lift your arm up. Breathe. That will be our hardest part, I promise. This was hard to reach. All right, inhale, come on up. Bring your hands behind your head. Carefully kind of bring the foot back in. Very carefully set it in. Right, reorganize, go a little side to side. All right, very carefully switch so the weight is on your right, and then start leaning so you can kind of release the leg out. So my foot is, my toes are not out, they're turning forward. It's like with the knee parallel, then go a little side to side. And just feel that, you know, the waist and the core go toward the extended leg, go away from the extended leg, and eventually look up to really feel the core here, the opening of your chest, and maybe that arm on the bottom releases. Maybe you reach, you touch the floor, maybe you're on fingertips, maybe you have the block on your highest or lowest. Feels very good here. The block really helps. And then the arm can go up or straight or behind the head. All right, and then press up, inhale, come up, lower your hands, really carefully step the foot in, and then just widen the knees. We'll take a child's pose and rest again. Okay, so nice and wide. We'll just kind of come back and see and breathe. Awesome, awesome. Bring your elbows down, catch yourself. Don't think too much. Try to just fill with breath and exhale and repeat. Breathe in, soften your belly, try to soften your eyes. Try to really feel the breath on your low back, feel your breath on your lower back or your kidney area, behind your chest, just soften. I hope you can hear when I have the mic. If you hear my breathing, it's very nice when I hear the other people breathing, then you feel like you want to do the same and breathe and recover, you know, recalibrate. So let's do a little bit of balance. Please go easy. I heard or read somewhere that it's just a really great like pull-ups, like very much like core, because you're balancing and you're on hands and knees, and you do also, it's very great for the brain because you do opposition and cross patterning on your body. So let's say you've done this many times with other yoga or many yoga with me. Your right leg stretches out and your left arm goes forward. So it's, imagine this, you know, this balancing, this reaching forward, reaching back. Your gaze can be down or forward. Just really engage your belly and reach back with your heel and reach forward with your hands. Feel the whole body engaged fully in this energetic stretching forward and back. All right, and then go back and put everything down. So do nice and mindfully as you stretch your leg and stretch your arm forward. But we've done this before, but just push away, reach forward, reach with your heel, and don't let the hip hike or really hug that core as you feel that strengthening pulse, that core, shoulder, leg, everything is engaged to give you that sensation of balance. And then we'll do that a couple times, just kind of switching like a little flow, right? And then set everything down carefully and gently, find the floor, and then lift away gracefully up from the floor, and then settle down. Good. And just go back one more. See how the core is engaged, your heart rate is increasing by this super wonderful, energetic and balanced bird dog or balancing table, right? And then we'll rest again. All right, so we're doing a lot of pauses. You can recover from that. Again, nice wide knees and arms relax, head relaxes, find your child's pose, find the breath, and maybe close your eyes and just find these pauses in between to kind of, you know, See how wonderful the breath is there. Your mind is busy, but you can, easy soften it, quiet it, bring it to some quiet and peaceful space. All right, so I want to do one dog, but a very wide-legged, kind of like a squatty dog. Okay, so think of your when I'm giving you like the cues to really be not rushing. Okay, don't do the dog. Just go like a frog with your hands wide, widen your legs, and lift your hips up. So stay like a frog, like a white frog, and my feet are almost like as wide as the mat. And lift your hips up. So wide log, wide frog, not dog, like a white frog, knees bent. Now from here, stretch your legs a little bit back and then go to plank, to a push-up, and then widen the legs and then squat like a frog, like a down dog with the knees really quite bent. And one more time, a plank, and one more time, wide dog or frog dog, like that. Very good. And then just bring your knees down. We'll take some very mindful and gentle, but truly strengthening and widening for your hips, and lunges are the best thing. So have your blocks. They're good for you to have them just in case. All right. So again, from this here, or even from your down dog, you can step your foot forward. All right. Or you can do it from your knees down and just make some space and step the foot in. All right. And you have your blocks here. All right. So if you did it from your down dog, you step your foot and you're here. All right. And that's your lunge. If you were from your knees, just step your foot forward. But I want you to really lift your toes, tuck your toes, and lift your back leg. So this is where we're going to stay. You're staying in this lunge. Your right foot in big, strong, the fore, your leg in the back is straight. Take a moment, feel the lunge, because you're really widening the hips. Try to bring the hips lower, try to straighten the back leg. All right, and then we'll just bring the knee down. Now we bring the knee down. Take a moment, all right? And just take a twist, okay? So you can keep your left hand, if your right foot is forward, your left hand down, right hand on the top thigh, on the knee, and twist. And breathe. If you want to bring your hand up higher, okay? If you want to bring your hand lower, if you can also want to bring your arm up, you can also stay in the first. So you're really stretching your hips, try to bring the hips lower to the ground. Breathe. Feel everything here opening, this widening of your hips, so good for when we're sitting so much. Okay, so slowly we're going to get out. So tuck your toes in the back, see what you can do. All right, and then slowly step the foot back. And we'll do that wide, funny dog. So tuck toes, lift your hips, squat, come forward, plank, and then widen, wide legs like a frog. Really don't worry about the leg strengthening. Just lift your tailbone and feel the arm strength. We'll take a moment to rest again. Rest your arms, your wrists, rest your back. The child's pose is really a beautiful pause to recover. So recover, breathe. Let your knees be wide, soften your belly. Let the belly breathe. Let the belly kind of feel and release. Feel that you're breathing on your belly. Let the belly be full with breath. All right, so it takes a couple of moments to recover. You can probably hear me. My breath is hard. Okay. So let's do the other side. Lunges are, you know, part of yoga. They do like those vinyasa, they go up and down, they twist, but we're just doing that little piece, but it really is an amazing pose to stretch the hips, you know, because the hips are the one part of the body that is always collapsed because we're sitting, right? So you know that. All right. So from the hands and knees, you can step the other foot forward, right? And you can have your blocks, and then you set up for your lunge. You can also do it from your down dog, you know, and your step, take your time, you guide the foot there, you can stay here, whatever you like. So eventually, if your knees down, we're going to just take a moment, just a couple of breaths with your leg up. So this is what we call like a low lunge, an active lunge. The foot is forward, the right leg very active, the toes are tucked in the back. You can have a nice high lunge. Eventually, if you want to bring your knee down, of course, but just try to feel, right? You're going forward, you're ready to sprint, you're lowering, you're opening your hips, one going forward, really opening the front, the back. All right, and then bring the knee down. Hopefully you have a nice padding for your back knee. Take a moment here. And then lunge twist, either with your block, with your hand. The hand can go up. The hand can go on the knee, on the leg, and just push it. You can have the block high. You know, you can have your arm up. Just feel, right, opening the side, the stretch, the arm, the shoulder. Right? You can also, as the body opens, you can go maybe lower. Maybe you can bring your hips a little closer. So your hips are trying to, you know, stretch and come lower. Okay, but you don't have to. You can stay high. It's still working. I like this one with the knee kind of pressing the hand, and you stretch the torso out. You show your heart to the sky. All right, you guys, that was great. So I feel my hips really nice and wide and open. Let's take that dog again. And then walk your hands back or walk your feet forward, whatever you prefer. Get your hands, or you can even bring your hands halfway and your feet closer. All right, so you can have your blocks here, of course, always these blocks or no blocks, hands on the floor, fingertips. And just take a moment, bend one leg and then straighten the other. Just take a moment, up and down, swing the hips. You can even, if it's okay with you, bend your legs and maybe hug the elbows or grab the elbows and swing. Bend one leg and straighten. If you need the blocks, you do it with your blocks. Awesome. Okay, so come to center, please. Bend your legs and then place your hands on your legs, on your thighs, on your quadriceps, like you're doing like a half squat, and just hug the belly around like a cat, and then soften the belly like a little cat cow on your knees. Okay, so hug the belly, round your spine, look to your belly, and then lift your head, send the booty back, and then relax your belly. So squeeze your belly. It's like a really digestive move. Besides that, it is like a cat cow, and moving your stomach, your all this stuff that we have in our belly, emotions as well as food, rounding up, and then come up to standing. So come on up, take your time to standing. Roll up to standing. There you go. You are standing. Bring your shoulders up and back and down. And bring your shoulders up and back and down. Beautiful. Widen the feet a little bit. And very easy, with your knees a little soft, go take some circles here. Easy circle. Doesn't matter which way you went. You're going to do both ways. Easy circles, but really feel, right, your leg support, your hips. Try to soften also how your rest of your body is going with that, and then switch it. Awesome. Come back to center. Bring your feet just a little bit so they're about hips distance, nice and parallel towards each other. All right, I'm going to show you from the side a little bit. You're going to take your arms like a cactus, right? And you're going to send the booty back as if you had a chair behind you. Okay, and then inhale up and straighten the arms. Bring the arms to cactus. As you lower the arms, set the booty back like a chair. Maybe you go a little lower. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten arms. Lower. We'll do just one more, like a squat, like a chair. All right. If you like, one more up. Legs straighten, arms straighten. Let's stay here. Lower. With your elbows, just go up and down. 1 and 2. Beautiful. One more. Inhale up. Arms go up. Please stay here. Engage your belly. See if you can go up. Heels up. Go on your tippy toes. Lift your arms. Lift everything to the sky. Engage and lift your everything. Imagine your head against the wall, shoulders against the wall, legs nice and strong, and then heels down slowly, arms forward and all the way down. Shoulders up again. And one more time, widen the legs. And instead of doing the circles, just swing your arms around and loosen up. Move your hips if you want. You can move your heels or your ankles, or you can stay just nice and easy. Just take a moment to kind of do this beautiful movement with your arms, your hips, your legs, and then just settle down. Take a moment here and bring your arms like this shape, but like more like a W, right? Elbows lower to the ribs. Arms looks like hands are wide, and this looks like you're squeezing your shoulder, right? Squeezing your shoulders. You're doing like a back bend, standing back bend, like a locust standing. Okay, just really feel that. Maybe you can even gaze up a little bit, nose up. Feel the squeezing, really countering all that forward folding, squeeze, and then just bring your arms forward and bring your arms back and just swing forward and back, forward and back. Okay, just like we did when we were on the knees, we did this on the knees, all right? So we're just gonna bring the arms both forward, right in front of your shoulders, right? And then keep one arm reaching forward and one arm goes back, right? And then bring both arms forward and then switch. So we did it on the knees. You're just now engaging so your hips don't turn. Keep your hips forward and then forward one more time. Really feel everything trying to reach back and front, and then both arms forward and switch. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to bring your hands to Namaste for a moment and see if we can widen the legs. Take the width of the mat. So use the length of the mat. All right. And then hinge just halfway. Okay. So we're not going all the way forward, just hinging a little bit. Feel the power of your legs, feel the engagement of your back. Inhale up. Good. So nice and wide, you can bend your legs, have a little pigeon toe, and go as if your head wants to go forward and your chest goes forward, not down, more forward. Engage your legs and up. Good. All right, so hopefully you have your block here. You're going to take a little twist. From here, we're going to go down soon to the relaxation. Okay, so hand in the middle. I think it's better if I do it on the blue. All right. So you were here, release one hand to the middle, to the block, all right? Hand on the block, maybe fingertips, maybe fist, and then the other arm goes up like a twist. So really with your widened legs and really feeling this beautiful work for your back, for your hips. All right, and you have maybe another block, come back to center or use the same block, just switch hand, use your legs. When you're ready, lift your arm halfway or all the way, keep your legs really strong, you can bend them, and then slowly bring your hand back. So you have your blocks, use your hands, bring your heels in, toes in, and have your heels out a little bit and take the squat that feels good in your body. You can just take a full squat, put 2 blocks, put 1 block, maybe no blocks. Just take the squat you want, maybe 1, maybe you stay high. Just take a squat, take a moment, feel the legs, feel the knees. If this hurts, stay a little bit in this is great, a great option. If you can go down, go down. Just take a moment to feel where you are because we're going to come down, okay? You can go forward. If it's horrible to go back, you can just use your blocks to go very slowly. One knee down and then the other, all right? And then swing your legs just a little bit forward. Take a seated twist. Hope you guys are doing okay or moaning or everything good. All right, so let's take a twist from here. You can certainly sit on the blanket again. One leg forward and one knee bend. Okay, so hug the leg that is close to your chest, hug it in. Then the opposite hand, bring it around, and the hand that is the same as the knee bend, bring it behind. So one leg forward, one knee bend. You can bring the hand, you can bring the elbow, you can bring the elbow in front. Just hug and twist. Variation of seated Matsyendrasana. Take a breath here. Both sitting bones should be on the ground. Take a breath and twist, twist, twist. Slowly come to center, right? So come to center. And if it's okay, you can maybe allow the knee to open and maybe you need to align something, maybe put something under. You can also widen a little bit more out. You can have it forward. You can put something if it's the knee that is, not there. So whatever feels good, take a moment, right? So you can widen, you can really maybe one knee back or forward, place something there, take a breath. We're not gonna lift our arms, we're just gonna kind of go forward towards that extended leg. So again, we're not reaching the toes, we're not trying to get a destination here, just feel your back. You can bend that leg a little bit, you can even put a block under or something under that knee to maybe go a little more, or you can stay high. Come on back, we're not saying too much. All right, so lean back enough so you can release your legs. Open them a little bit, shake them, wiggle them, roll your ankles, whatever you like. And then other side. So right leg bends, hug it to your chest, extend the other long arm or hand, and then take that twist, arm behind you, lift your spine. So if you're rounded and twisting, go back, right? Go back, feel your sitting bones, get tall, go less, and get a nice tall spine. So try to not bring your shoulders up and high, just use less and get slowly more into how you get into the twist, okay? So feel how your hips are even on the floor, how your shoulders are twisting, how your breathing is. As you squeeze your belly, you're kind of like, making your breath a little more difficult. All right, and then very slowly return to the front, and this knee that it was here, see if you can open it You can give it a little space. You can bring it in. You can widen it. You can bring the leg out. Put something underneath, you know, a block, a pillow. Take a moment, lengthen, and you're going to try to bring your torso towards that extended leg. And again, you can just bend the leg, try to be where you are. All right, breathe, breathe, breathe. This one is like, you know, you do like yin classes, you can stay here for 4 minutes. They encourage you to stay and to just let the earth gravity kind of open you up. So we could maybe one day do like a yin class. You stay a lot, you know, you stay 4 minutes here, and you see actually that, yeah, the body starts kind of getting closer, and it does stretch, it does open. But for now, we're going to slowly inhaling and coming up. We're going to go on our backs again. Okay, so go to your back. Give yourself a hug to the knees. You're going to do a pigeon on your back, figure 4 on your back. But before you do anything, just be on your back, relax your lower back. Start knowing that, you know, you're kind of cooling down, right? Cooling down is great. Almost the best part is cooling down. Even before Shavasana, the cooling down is great. So hug your knees when you're ready, rock a little bit if you like. All right, so 1 foot down, doesn't matter which one foot down, other foot crosses, flex your feet, stay here, encourage the knees, the shin, open, bring both hands on the thighs, push them out, away, traction your spine, get length, and then relax. And maybe you stay here, okay? So this is a great option. If you want more, of course, lift both legs, flex both feet, bring the shin to your chest, the other knee opens the hip. All right, stay here, breathe, maybe kind of sneak the arms in between the legs, maybe bring the knee closer. You don't have to, you can just stay here. You can just really let the shape, this figure 4 or thread the needles, pigeon, is one of the best hip stretches for low back pain, for stiffness, and just do you, right? If you want, if you have enough, you can even return and stay here. This is great. This is also great, pushing the legs out. So very simple. If you're here, just undo that, bring the foot down and switch it, switch the legs. Take a moment to feel your body, that you're even, that your hips are even. Flex the feet, maybe stay here, press your beginning of your legs, your femur bones, press them with your heel of your hands, push them as if you want to lengthen your torso away from the legs. Traction, traction. You almost feel like your low back lifts off the ground. Your shoulders are kind of reaching to the ears. And your belly is like really, you know, hugged in. It's like hollow. So hollow the belly. All right, relax your arms, relax your belly, and then maybe bring the legs up, flex all the toes, and then maybe sneak the arms in between that little triangle, maybe hug the leg, maybe the shin, maybe rock, maybe just don't do anything and just be like that with this shape. Feel how it feels today, how your shoulders, please, if your head is up, try to support your head, put a blanket, put a pillow, always be comfortable. You don't need your head, you don't need your neck to be strained or your jaw here. I'm going to just unwind, right? Uncross, all right? And then come back to where we were at the beginning with the feet nice and wide, with the arms maybe overhead or cactus. Let the knees go side and to side. Say, I just want to do like a 2 minute and then we'll go to our Shavasana. I want to do like a 2 minute stretch with the strap. Really nice and easy. All right. If you don't have a strap and I don't have it, I'm just going to do it without the strap. So both knees bend, hug the one knee in that you prefer, that you already have, and just extend it, right? Extend it. You can grab behind the leg, you can grab up. Just feel that leg stretching, the heel really pointing, the toes really flexing. Feel that hamstring. If the leg is far away, that's great. If you have a strap, that's great. If the leg is not straight, that's great. Right? Just feel the work on the leg. So have the foot in line, the heel, the knee, and the hip. If your hip is hiking, lower both hips. All right. And then if it's okay, if you have a strap, lower your shoulders, relax your shoulders, use the arms to kind of push the leg against the strap. Try to place it on the toe mount part of your foot and maybe extend the other leg. So that's what you're doing. Okay. Kind of like one leg long, one leg on the floor. Press the thigh on the floor. Push the heel that is up. That's all we're doing. We're going to stay one more breath here. All right, and then rebend everything. Hug both knees to chest. It's such a great stretch. It kind of settles the hips and the thighs, kind of like place them back on their sockets and everything comes to place. So right foot down, extend very gently the other leg. Start going very slow, maybe different. Maybe this doesn't straighten, or maybe this one is better. I don't know. So the leg can be straight, the leg can be far away, the leg can be with a strap. If you have a strap, don't strain. Try to lower, get a lot of slack. You can relax your shoulders down, face relax. On the toe mounts, imagine you have the strap, you're pushing the foot against the strap and you're pulling the strap to your face. So you get that nice hamstring stretch, okay? The leg straight, not out, right in line, heel, knee, and hip, a little bit in a nice straight line. If this is okay, and you can straighten the leg as much as possible, flex your toes, point your heels, the other leg is straight, maybe both, maybe grab the leg closer, maybe behind, maybe whatever happens, be here, be and breathe, 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 breathe. Press the thigh down, flex both feet, very, very energetic legs. And then soften, rebend, hug knees in, give them a hug, rock a little side to side. I'm going to just place your feet down, slide in one at a time to the corner, slide the other one at a time to the corner. Let the legs kind of open, let the feet away from each other. One arm flattens out, other arm flattens out. Where's your head? Turn your head side to side and find that nice center place for your neck, for your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Almost feel like you can lift one shoulder and tuck the skin or the flesh behind it and then lift it and tuck the flesh behind it. So you really open the chest and tuck that shoulder really back to the back. Relax your fingers. And just before you even melt, just take a breath in and feel where it is. Where is it in your chest or your belly? Breathe in and empty. So Definitely taking two more like that before you melt onto the ground. So really with your shape, with this relaxed shape, which is like really like a flat piece of wood or rock, breathe fully. So breathe aware and feel the breath, how it feels, where it feels, and how and where it is. Fill up and empty. Okay, and just one more. Really breathe in, fill up, fill up, fill up. Almost like let the belly rise like a balloon and then fill out. Exhale and empty and release. If you need to adjust your legs or put a blanket or your legs or blocks or arms, pillows. If you like to put almost, this is nice to put like a sandbag or two big blankets, heavy blankets. If you have two or three along across your hips and belly and lower abdomen, it feels really nice. It kind of like encourages the hips to soften on the ground because this is like area of trouble, the belly, the digestion, all the emotions, not only physical, but a lot of emotional stuff, psychological stuff in there. Okay, so just get into this final pose of nothingness, of letting go. Find a nice breath that feels appropriate and just let go. Let go completely. The body is now ready to relax, ready to release, ready to melt. Close your eyes and really feel that the eyes are kind of floating, that the eyelids are like little blankets over your eyes. Relax your tongue. Some people like it on the bottom, some people like it on the top palate. Maybe it's floating in between your teeth. Relax your jaw and your neck. Feel your arms heavy, your fingers relaxed. Feel your chest, your shoulders, your navel. All that front body, all that area, the hips area, relax. Breathing. Relax the thighs, the legs, the knees, and the toes. Almost feel like when you breathe and from your nose, relax your chest and your navel, your lower abdomen. Feel the breath going down, traveling down the legs, the knees, the heels, and the toes. Feel the breath almost like it's floating inside and around you, above, beneath, and inside. So Shavasana is the place sometimes where you recover, where you try to have some quiet, some peace of mind. Please stay on your final and most important part of the yoga, the Shavasana, Savasana or Shavasana on your house. When you're ready to come out in 10 minutes, 15, whatever time you have, very gently roll to your right side. Take a few breaths there and take check with your mind and how your body feels, your energy to come and to enjoy the rest of your day. So I'm going to stop the recording for a moment.